exciting, exciting event. I don't know how the others feel about it, but maybe we can just make a sound check. How do you feel about the LDW, those who were at the LDW? Just give me a sound check somehow.
It was fantastic. I loved
it. It was an event out of control, and I know on the smaller call like now, it's a little bit different than with the more than 500 people we had on the weekend. It was absolutely mind-boggling. So the leadership development weekend in Cape Town is done and dusted. So we had more than double the numbers than the last year. And this shows you already where the business is going. This shows you already what's happening in Herbalife. It's absolutely amazing. So everybody was out of control. You saw it already before that tickets were sold out. We tried to squeeze in a couple of more chairs and all of that. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. I just brought a couple of photos with me here on the slides that you can see a little bit of excitement. But actually, you can't capture the excitement we had on photos because, I mean, it's just a feeling you get. And this is why it's always important to get to the events, basically. This is the absolutely stunning, stunning leader we had now in Cape Town who is coming to Joburg, Quentin Rivard. He is mind-boggling. That guy, as you look at him, is 27 years old. A body which I really admired. The moment I looked at him, I really said, I need to eat more products. I need to be more active. It's just so inspiring to look at a beautiful body, and it inspires also females, I think, a lot to just be in the best shape you can be. Not that you want to, I know what you think now, but I think it's just so beautiful, basically, what you can develop your body to just when you're clear about that your body is basically part of your business, that you want to be the most attractive person you can be. And he was talking a lot about that. We will hear in a couple of seconds a lot about that. And it's absolutely mind-boggling. So at this stage, I tell you already, the feeling what I had, if you're qualified for the LDW and you still can make it, there's 40 tickets left, maybe only 30 or 20 tickets left, then get yourself on the plane and go to the LDW in Joburg. This is how strong I personally feel about the weekend we had now this weekend, especially those who couldn't attend in Cape Town. Just, I mean, those who, when you go out of your comfort zone, you basically have more than you even can think of. You get so much more out of it. This photo was taken on the Friday training, just to give you an idea. On a Friday, you get always a little bit closer to the people. So you want to be the closest actually to all the leaders. And this is why you want to qualify on a Friday always, or always on the training, the Friday training. Rukhsana had the opportunity, and together with Hashim, and also Lisa, we were qualified for the Friday training, but also we were then qualified for the gala dinner, like you can see it here. So dress up event, beautiful at the Castle of Good Hope in Cape Town. We had the most stunning event there. And we had everything on the weekend. We had the fit camp, we had the social get-together afterwards who wanted to go just for a bite, and we sat together, we laughed a lot. But the fit camp, for those who go to the Joburg event now, I only can say, go to the fit camp. Yes, it's getting up early on Sunday morning, but it really was worth it. And my compliments for those who made it on Sunday morning, because what our guest speaker did is basically, he was running with us a fit camp, how he does it at home, in his home country in France. And he put in between all the little nuggets, which makes actually the huge difference in his business. So therefore, this was very interesting. And even if you don't do a fit camp, it might give you lots and lots of ideas for your shake parties, for your work with your customer events. Absolutely mind-boggling. And this was he himself, and this is also the time when I want to hand over now to all the people who want to share with us a little bit their experience from the LDW. So just that you can feel it, what's happening. It's basically, there goes a leader on stage, and 500 people want to have a signature because he is famous worldwide. This gentleman, he goes around in the world at the moment, the most requested speaker worldwide right now, and is sharing basically his wisdom why he qualified in short 5 years, not just to the president team level. He qualified for 20K, which is double what the president team has achieved. And he was sharing with us, he has bigger things on his list, what he wants to do. And the beauty, actually, what was for me so special is he traveled with his parents. He had his parents with him, traveling through South Africa now, going to Joburg, is arrived in Joburg already. And gives also his parents in this regard an opportunity to travel the world together with him. So how amazing and how humble is this stunning leader, to not forget about the family and how important family is at the same time. But I just want to go a little bit along and to let others talk about their feelings and their emotions. For those who don't know me, my name is Bea Corrie. I'm 23 years now with Herbalife, so I'm quite used to these events, and still I'm amazed how every event changes the game for me personally. But I know it was a huge game changer for a lot of people on the call right now. And first, I want to ask actually a young lady to share with us. She is all the way from McGregor and came to our event. She's young. She's a nurse from her background, and she got started just because of excitement for the products, and she became a member just because she wanted to get her products for a cheaper price. Then she qualified because her sponsor, Ria Prinsloo, told her, go for the NutriBullet, and she liked the idea to get a NutriBullet. And she qualified and got her first couple of customers and qualified with 3 consecutive months, 500 personal purchase volume, to the level that she has the reward now of a NutriBullet. Little did she know that she qualified at the same time to this prestige leadership development weekend. And Ria, her sponsor, wise enough, told her, come with me to the leadership development weekend. You will not regret it. And she trusted her sponsor, and this is what you always should do. Trust your sponsor, trust your mentor. So she trusted her sponsor, and she appeared on the weekend at the Leadership Development Weekend. And I just want to leave it now up to her, what she experienced, what she feels now, what is different now. Was it just the NutriBullet, or can she see a bigger picture now for herself? So with all your applause, I want to hand over now to our Celeste Rousseau. Celeste, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, welcome.
This has been a week of firsts for me. I'm sorry I'm doing the whole hand thing, but you guys can't see. It's been amazing. I started using Herbalife in 2015 already. I wasn't really serious about it. I was just using it, sporadically, losing weight, then gaining weight, then losing weight, then gaining weight, because I wasn't serious. I was just using it like, whatever. When I don't want to make dinner, I'll just have a shake or whatever. So then I redid a 3-day trial pack, and I lost 20 centimeters in the first 3 days, and I was just hooked. And now I'm doing everything. I'm having my soybeans right now. I'm doing the shakes. I'm doing the face wash, the mask, the PDM, the personal protein powder. I'm doing the tea. I'm doing the thermal dynamics tablets. I'm doing like everything. I never went out and actively tried to sell Herbalife. People would come to me and be like, yeah, but you're looking different. What's going on? What have you been doing? And I'm just like, use Herbalife. Little did I know I could actually make such a lot of difference in so many people's lives if I just tried a bit harder and put some actual effort into it. So this weekend opened my eyes. I never knew what a shake party was. I didn't know that you could have a fit camp. I didn't know I was allowed to advertise on certain platforms. I learned so much this weekend. I'm in charge of my destiny now, and if I want to change it, I have to start doing something. I've already planned to sign up my first member now this weekend, and I'm planning my first shake party. and I want to do the Biggest Loser McGregor because we have a lot of people that need to lose big. And I'd like to help them because ultimately I've never even sold Herbalife to make money. I actually went and sold Herbalife to my close friends at 25% discount from the beginning because I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that. So I did this. I learned. I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah, I've learned so much, and it's really changed my life. And people come to me, they're like, you're a bit obsessed with Herbalife. And I just tell them, yeah, I got obsessed in a matter of 2 months.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Celeste. Congratulations to that. I can see already that we have soon a brand new qualified supervisor, Celeste Rousseau and McGregor. So, woohoo, go for it. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Now, I want to hand over to somebody who is already a little bit experienced in Herbalife. She qualified a while back for the supervisor level, but now in the meantime, active supervisor. And she is a mom, a single mom. She is very, very passionate. When I follow her on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever I see, it's about Herbalife, it's about being healthy, being active. She always is there with a smile. I never saw her without a smile. And so I saw her also on the weekend on stage, because you must understand, those who were on stage, they were actually through a blind study from Herbalife chosen because of their metrics, because of their achievements, because of they have done certain things the right way, and this is why they were on stage. So please give it up with me for our active supervisor, Celeste Peterson. Woo, 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 woo. Is Celeste here? I'm not sure now if she's there.
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Fantastic. Hello.
Oh, okay, great. Great. I didn't know if anyone can hear me. Thank you, Bea. And I can't echo enough what, there's another Celeste in the group now. I can't echo enough what Celeste said.
Celeste.
Celeste. And I had the privilege of meeting Celeste. We actually sat quite near each other over the weekend. This was my first LDW that I qualified for, and Quentin said over the weekend, he kept using this phrase and he kept saying like, oh my God. And I can't, no words for me to be able to explain what this weekend meant for me. Right now in my eyes are just looking at every training event that's coming up. You cannot miss an event. With Herbalife, it might as well be an events company, because that's how you build your business. And I'm not in the business very long. In April this year, I will be in a Herbalife member for a year. And I think Quentin said it yesterday that it almost, for him, almost as if it takes about a year to understand the business first. I say that this past weekend, that was it for me. I finally get it. This weekend was a complete game changer for me. There's so many things that I learned. What I loved about it is that you sat there and you couldn't walk away without something practical. I can even admit that today I put myself in so many uncomfortable situations just to test what we learned this weekend, and it's phenomenal how practical it was. It's phenomenal how I could go out today and actually do some of the things that we learned over this weekend, and in one day I got such amazing results. So for me right now, it's all about becoming more serious about helping more people and changing lives. I think that's what I took away the most. The one thing that stood out for me, the biggest thing that stood out for me was Quentin said, find things that works for you. And a lot of social media, Herbalife is my life. I use this product like my life depends on it. Because of my phenomenal product results, I'm in love with her.
Celeste, we lost you a little bit. Hello. 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 We lost her. Okay, she will come back soon, so we go back to her later. That's not a problem. That happens with our connections, but we are connected anyway. So, but we get hand over now to our next speaker, and she is fully qualified supervisor. If I'm not mistaken, it was her first leadership development weekend. She is a single mom. She is full-time working in another job. But I know she already dreams of doing Herbalife full-time on her own terms. She works hard on her six-pack, so I know definitely she admired the body of Quentin Reward. You get a lot of excitement out of what you can do with your body when you're just strict on the program and really work your body. But I think she got also a lot of inspiration for her personal future. And I want to hand over with you, Yippee Yay, to our Celeste is back. Celeste? No. So then I want to hand over at that in this case now to our international supervisor, Pepe Mlanga.
Pepe, hi everybody. Here? I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Share with us a little bit. What have you experienced on the weekend?
Yeah, I cannot explain in words the excitement and how inspired I was over this weekend. What I can tell you is I've been so comfortable in the way I do the business, and I just realized after this weekend that I have been doing nothing because I am in my comfort zone, and I've always been waiting for people to approach me, not realizing that people would like to approach me, and they also, as much as I am scared to approach them, they have been afraid to approach me because they want to see that I'm an approachable person. I will tell you from today at the gym, I spoke to 5 people and they all said the same thing. We were waiting for you to talk to us. So it's amazing what the fear of talking to people does to you. And in the process, you depriving people of the help they need because you are so scared to talk to them because you think, I can't talk to people because you are scared of rejection. That is my main thing. I've been scared of rejection all this time because I'm thinking, I don't want to talk to that people. What if they say no? But I just learned that that's fine. If somebody says no, it's not no. I'm not ready now. But my job is to give people information so that they know when they're ready, there is somebody that's willing to help. So getting out of my comfort zone is that what I learned this weekend, that I need to be out there helping people instead of being in my comfort zone, being scared of what the people think of me, being scared of what people will perceive of me. But I must just give them the information that I have, share my experiences, and take it from there. And when they're ready, they will join me. But what I'm saying, I am so pumped up. I am so inspired. I'm ready to go out there, and I'm ready to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the world is limitless, and I'm going all the way to the top. And the other thing that Quentin said that stood out for me was you need to qualify your members. You don't just, you look at people, at your customers, and you have to identify people that have that same passion, that have that same goal as you, that will, if they join your team, they will add on to what you already have. And that is what my goal, to work with my customers, to qualify them, to see if that they are the people that, right people that I want as my partners, as my business partners, because that's what we are. We are business people, and we need business partners that are going to work as hard as you, that are going to have the same passion, the same goals, and being authentic, being who you are, and just doing what you love, and that will just show to the people. If you talk to people with love and compassion and with patience, they can see it in the way you are, then everything is just So I can't explain that. I'm so excited.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much for the honor, and yeah, thank you, Bia.
We can hear your excitement, Pepe, and those who know you, they know usually you're looking for words. Now we can't stop you anymore. It's absolutely amazing what that can change in you. Absolutely stunning.
Somebody said to me today, a friend that I know from a while back, I actually sold him 2 trial packs today. I actually phoned him and said, I need to talk to you because I've seen that he has gained weight, and so I said, I need to talk to you. I'm off today, so can we meet? So I met him after the gym at 8 this morning. And then after that, he just got 2 trial packs. And you see, if I didn't attend the leadership weekend, I don't think I would have had that courage to phone the person. And he actually needed the help. So, yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Awesome. Fantastic. Well done, Pepe. I want to check quickly if Celeste is back. Celeste. She sent us a message in between that the network is very bad. I can't see her now, no problem. But in this case, thank you very much, Pepe. Thank you very much, Celeste. I want to look if we can get Ruxana on the call. Ruxana has a problem with her voice. She said, no, she can't. She can't talk at all. I know. But you're highly excited, Ruxana. We can see it. Okay. But then I hand over. So this lady is really experienced. She was at a couple of LDWs already. She's, if I'm not mistaken, 8 years with us. And a lot of you know her and adore her. She's always very precise when it goes into explaining about the products and everything. She knows really her subject. Her background is an attorney. But what happened to her this weekend, I think the best is really she shares it by herself. So please over to our International Active World team member, Lisa Jardim.
Hey guys, thank you, Bia. Okay, so oftentimes at trainings you'll hear people say that there was a specific event that did it for them, or that changed things for them, or that gave them the key that they were looking for, or that gave them clarity. And as Bia mentioned, in May this year, I will be 8 years with Herbalife already, and there haven't been many events that I've missed. And I can tell you, in all the events that I've attended, I've never ever had a moment like that, except this weekend. This weekend, perhaps it was just a case of opportunity meeting, what does that saying go, opportunity meeting circumstance, or whatever the case may be. I really took a hard look and reevaluated my business at the beginning of this year, and I reassessed where my passion lies, which is actually something that Quinton touched on this weekend. And I put a different flow together for myself, something that I felt really suited my personality and how I want to do my business. And the really incredible thing for me this weekend was that throughout his training, I got confirmation that every single thing that I've put in place so far, in terms of how I want to work with my customers, and especially how I want to work with people that I want to bring into the business, which is something that Pepe touched on as well, that I'm on the right track in the way that I want to do it. And today, in actual fact, I sat down with someone that got in touch with me about the business opportunity. And I've never had an interaction like that with someone about what we do as coaches. And she was so excited after our meeting. She's actually starting on a 6-day breakfast challenge tomorrow, but she's already bringing someone with. She got so excited about what I shared with her about what we do as coaches. She phoned one of her friends and said, you have to get on board. So the friend is already meeting with me tomorrow to find out what it is about, or what it entails, what does it entail to become a wellness coach, a Herbalife coach. And I've never had that happen. So these little things that start happening, as Pepe said, you know, things that you were afraid of before or unsure of before, suddenly you have this clarity. And the thing is, I know if I didn't go to this event this weekend, the next time I had a challenge, I would probably have thought, my flow isn't right, I'm not doing the right thing with my business, this isn't going to work, I need to change everything again. And what you end up doing is you end up setting yourself back by a couple of months. So if anything, the LDW this weekend gave me that feedback. It's like an echo. You do something and it comes back in a positive way to you, which just reinforces what you're doing. So I'm not saying what I have is perfect, but I know that I'm on the right track, and I just need to keep working at it and mastering it and becoming good at it. But I can keep you here the whole evening. So I put a couple of points together on what I really took, specifically out of Quentin's training. And he said that we need to understand that in Herbalife, we are in the events and nutrition business, which sounds a bit weird when you listen to it the first time. But if you think about what builds your business, it's events. It's when you expose people to the next thing. And an event doesn't necessarily have to be an LDW. Just look around you. What is your next event? Is it the HOM tomorrow night? Is it the HOM on Thursday morning? On Wednesday evening? Is it the one coming up on Saturday? Or is it the BBSs? What is the next event that you're inviting people to? Because if you're not exposing people to what Herbalife has to offer, it's going to be a slow and painful process to grow your business. So the events are there to make your job easier in showing people what Herbalife is about in terms of products and the results that they can get, as well as the business opportunity. And he said we need to understand that we are here to impact lives. We're not here to sell products. That's not what we're doing. Our products aren't just for consumption. It's here for transformation. And I found that profound when he said that. Because when we get into our heads that although we might be doing the business because we are needing money or we're needing to generate an income from it, the income will happen anyway. But if we understand that we are here because we are wanting to make a big and significant difference to people's lives and not just move product into the marketplace, how you work with people, your clients, how you work with your business partners, your coaches in your team will be completely different because your focus will be completely different. And something that I liked about him as well, he's got a very no-nonsense attitude. He said, you're going to get a lot of no's in your business, and a no doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen. And he says, please don't stress about these people. Just get on with it. He said, there's not much more to talk about it. Just get on with it. Who's the next person that you can talk to? Who's the next person that you can impact? Don't give up or quit or take a break because someone happened to say no to you. Just move on. And then he said it's important to know that, or to put together something attractive that you are inviting people to. What is your thing that you invite people to? Is it just a wellness assessment where you're quickly running through a presentation and say, do you want the trial pack, yes or no? Or are you really adding value to them? Are you really taking the time to understand the person and the marketplace that you're working in? You don't have to sit hours with someone. He gave us some really great pointers on how he deals with people when he sees them for the first time. And it didn't take him even 5 or 6 minutes to run through a couple of those questions. But there's so many things that you can learn from people if you're just open to asking the right questions and listening to what they answer. So you need something attractive that you're inviting people to. And what are you doing to engage your clients? Are you keeping them on challenges? Are you inviting them to customer days? Are you hosting your own customer days? How are you keeping your people close and engaged? He said that is really very important. And then he finished off yesterday with a thing that I see has been flying around on Facebook today. I think it massively impacted people. And it's a thing called Ikigai. And now I'm not squirming here because I'm seeing something icky. It's actually a Japanese term for a direct translation is it's a reason for being. Loosely translated even further, I suppose it would mean what is your purpose? But he made us do this exercise yesterday, and it's something that he does with his coaches, every single coach that he brings into his business. And I thought that was really profound. I'm not going to run into the whole thing because it's quite an elaborate thing to do. Perhaps, Via, we can do a training on it one Monday evening and take people through it. I think it would be quite interesting. But it looks at 4 different areas of your life. What do you love? What do you think the world needs? What you can be paid for and what you're good at. And how those 4 things, when they intersect at the same point, how that gives you your reason for being, your actual purpose in life. And he made all of us do the exercise yesterday morning. He gave us a couple of minutes to do it. And I was blown away by my own discovery. And then also he took 3 random people out of the crowd. And it was amazing how he helped them to find where it is they need to work a little bit more on themselves and on their business. So, you know, if someone had to say to me, this is what the training is going to be about, but the tickets have gone up to 10,000 Rand a ticket and not 450 Rand a ticket, I would find a way to get the 10,000 Rand and still would have gone to this training. It was worth way, 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 way more than that. So the parting thought from me is, please don't ever miss an event like this, because you never know. Even after 8 years, I finally found my event that was the trigger for me and gave me what I really feel I need inside. So I wish that for all of you, if you haven't found that yet. Thanks, Bea.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Liesl. Very good summary. Everybody, very good summary, interesting. And everybody receives the training completely different. This is why a feedback call like this evening is so interesting. I just want to leave it open if somebody else wants to share quickly one brief information, what you got from the meeting. I'm not sure if Hashim is on the call. I tried to get hold of him today. He's busy all over the place, I could see. Hashim, are you there on the call? Going once, going twice. Okay. I don't want to drag it too long, and I know we have people here on the call tonight who have the opportunity to probably go still to the Joburg event. And there's often many reasons why we don't go, but there's also reasons why we should go. And often when we find too many reasons not to go, then it's actually the time why you should go. And this is where I also just want to encourage you to think a little bit clearer about your future. If you are worth it to go to an event in Joburg, then just do it. I think Liesl explained it very, very well. She rather would pay 10,000 Rand for it, the value she got out of it, or even more. So just think about it. We heard also from Liesl, we are a nutrition and events company. Our mission is around nutrition. But you always think about what is the next event. It's about your next wellness assessment for your next customer, where you put all your love and effort and care into it. But it's also the next Herbalife opportunity meeting for yourself, but also for your prospect, for your customer, to show the next bigger picture. It's actually always the next event what happened. If it is a HRM, it's the HRM, we go there. If it is a BBS, we go to the next BBS. If it is a LDW. And therefore, I want to inform you already, we have the BBSs coming up. You must have them in your diary. You actually must have booked already the ticket. You are an entrepreneur. What comes just now to my mind is actually Quentin actually started a new language in Herbalife. He does not talk about clients. He talks actually about challenges. And I like that word. I really love it, because everybody who changes his lifestyle is on a challenge. And we know the 6-day challenge and we know the 21-day challenge. So yes, our people are challengers. So when you hear me more often, or us who come back from the LDW talk all about the challenges, then you know where that phrase comes from. But what I also loved a lot is Quentin speaks from each member in his organization as his business partner. And this is truly what it is. You are a business partner. You are not just a member. You start your own business. You are an entrepreneur. So really take on that entrepreneurship and learn and understand your business and understand the importance of the events, and be at the events because you want to develop your own business. Take really ownership of your own business. We heard that a couple of times also from Pepe. So thank you very much for that. So really, it's part of our task, our daily task, to invite people always for the next event. So for the next 90 days, and this now almost in closing, is really be clear about when is your next HRM. Know all the HRMs you want to use. Understand you can work global, you can think globally, work locally. meaning that you can also invite people in other towns, in other countries to our HRMs. Know your local BBS, but know also the BBSs in the whole country. Make use of it. Go really into your contact list. Work with the contact list. Work close together with your mentor on your contact list to really get there the flow into it. And then know about the next LDW. So if you've been to the LDW and you've decided you can't go to the Joburg LDW or you're not qualified yet, just know that there will be one more chance in 2018 to go to a leadership development weekend. And it's not that you wait now for the next LDW to happen and then you go to the LDW and then your world starts to happen. It's actually to understand now everybody is now driven by one thing, and I wanted to write that down. How many people can I have at the next leadership development weekend? And this depends on how many people will you have at the BBS. And this depends on how many people will you have at the HRM. And this depends on how many people will you have at the wellness assessment. So everything leads to another number. So if you want to have lots of people at the leadership development weekend and the qualification remains the same, so write it down, the qualification, the minimum qualification for the leadership development weekend is 500 personal purchase volume minimum 3 consecutive months. And then you are in the leadership development weekend. Also when you qualify brand new as a supervisor. For those who are experienced and on a supervisor level, you have to have a look at the Friday qualification. You can't miss the Friday afternoon training. And obviously you want to have a look at the gala dinner qualification, because when you're an active supervisor and you help 2 people to qualify for the LDW, then you will be in the gala dinner. So that's how simple it is. Yeah. But obviously it needs focus, focus, focus. And this is building up your business for the extravaganza in September, where we all want to go to Paris. And everything leads then at the end of the year in the African extravaganza. So if you really want to take charge of your business in 2018, it's already March. And I know not long ago we had January. Can you feel how quickly time flies? It goes like this. It is July like this, and you think, oops, the year is almost over. So it's time now really to take charge of your own future, of your own business. You are our business partner. So you need to take charge of to how many people you talk, how many people you invite. This is the date already for the extravaganza in Paris, the 21st till the 23rd of September. You need to be a supervisor, fully qualified, and accumulate 5,000 total volume points. But obviously there's the opportunity to qualify active world team where you get extra money from the company to go there. So you want to find out all about that. What I said early on, the dates you should put now already in your diary is Cape Town event, the 20th till the 22nd of July, and Johannesburg, the 27th till the 29th of July. This will be our next leadership development weekend where we all work towards, because obviously we need to have as many people as possible there. If you want to grow your business, you want to help as many people as possible to qualify for the leadership development weekend, not just yourself. So everything goes back. How many people you invite to the BBS, how many people you invite to the HRM, how many people do you invite daily to have a life opportunity meeting, and basically also to a wellness assessment. So everything is a number out of a number. So please be clear about that. Our Monday evening calls will become more and more sincere also regarding getting the mindset right. And Liesl spoke about the Ikigai guy. We'll make a training about that. And I think people already applied for it, that she wants to do that training. So I think we need to give it up for Liesl. We have a lot of sound at the moment on the call. I hope you still can hear me. But I want to come to an end now, because, I mean, we can talk for ages about the leadership development weekend. What you need to understand is you need to be there to really feel it, to understand it. This was a mind-boggling event. This was everybody I heard, and you can see it on the Facebook, you can see it on the internet, you can see it everywhere. Everybody said it was a game changer, it was a game changer, it was a game changer. And what a game changer means, it changes not just a game, it changes basically that person's future. The only thing what you need to understand for those who were the LDW, there's a 72-hour rule. If you come home with all these emotions and you basically do nothing, just being excited, it just vanishes very quickly. But the moment you start to put it into action, if you put together like a little shopping list, this is what I want to implement. If you start to put the dates in your diary and you commit, and if you, when the LDW ticket for the next time is announced, get your ticket. When the BBS ticket is announced, you get your ticket, and you just plan, how many people do I have at the BBS? I make it 10, I make it 15, whatever number you put to it. And you really go into that game to get these people and to talk to people. People need us out there. And let me say that in closing now. The reason why our opportunity is so amazing is because people need us out there. They are tired. They are not feeling well. They are overweight. They want to be fit. They want to have more muscle. They are training without having the right fuel in their body. Only the conversations I had today were confirming me already how much the people need our information and our education about nutrition. And then there are people out there who don't earn enough money. They are not satisfied with their jobs. There is no promotion inside. They just work because they don't have an alternative. But we have the opportunity to show them alternatives. So we are actually guilty when we are comfortable, like Pepe said, to be uncomfortable. We are guilty when we don't go out and talk to the people and offer them the opportunity. Not everybody will say yes, but you have given them a chance. So go out there and speak with as many people as possible. And I just say thank you to everybody who was at the LDW. I just want to say thank you for everybody who made it possible to be on the call tonight, to share with us your experience and what you got out of the call. Out of the Leadership Development Weekend. I can't wait now to be on the plane on Friday morning to fly up to Joburg and to experience the same spectacular again, to see and to hear, but with different stories, different ears. And this is why I just encourage you, if you're very courageous, you just jump on the plane, go from Cape Town to Johannesburg when you're qualified, and just experience what we can't put into words. But use this opportunity now also to go into action. Those who weren't at the LDW, the only thing what you really need to do is be at the HOM tomorrow evening. Be at your local HOM if it's not tomorrow, but I know from Cape Town we have HOMs tomorrow. If not, go on Wednesday. If not, go on Thursday. Find out where is your local HOM where you can plug yourself in. Talking South Africa, look where is your next BBS on a Saturday. Go there, go there. Don't miss the opportunity now that you get that spirit and what we all bring back from the Leadership Development Weekend. So thank you very much, everybody. I think we should all open our microphones. Now we can make noise and now we can hear everybody. But thank you very much. I'm absolutely excited. I'm tired and at the same time too excited. I couldn't sleep the whole night because I'm so excited. And my mind drives me crazy with all the opportunities we have. And I hope you have the same feeling. So wishing you all the best, and I hand over to everybody to say whatever you want to say and to shout whatever you want to shout.
Thank you, Pia.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everybody. Well done. Thank you.
Let's work tomorrow. Let's change people's lives
Bye.
tomorrow.
This wasn't scary at all.
Bye, Celeste. Well done all the way from McGregor. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.